CC number 429. 5 seconds. Start. I very much welcome the budget that has been presented by the Honorable Finance Minister. In doing so, I would like to address myself to one important aspect of budget making. The budget goes 1,000 ways to the root of the prosperity of individuals, to the relation between classes, and to the strength of the government themselves. The present budget, apart from the arithmetic of it, must also solve the problems that are facing the country today, and I am certain that we shall go the right way in solving them. The Congress governments are in charge of the country. We have got a name, an idol, and a program, and we have to reach the idol. The Congress has stood all these years for the creation of a cooperative commonwealth which was called Ram Rajya by the father of the nation. Now, in this budget, if we can find anything that will go towards that ideal, we shall be very much satisfied. The present budget, I feel, is good in one way, in that it is establishing a new precedent, that is taxing in order to meet the capital requirements of the country. This is a very important feature to which every well-wisher in this country ought to subscribe. The Congress Working Committee sometime last year passed a resolution requesting the Government of India to appoint a National Planning Commission. Its objectives are a just order of society, progressive increase in the standard of living, best utilization of the resources of the country, and regional and national self-sufficiency. The government and the country were good enough to respond, and today we have a National Planning Commission which is striving hard to give us a short-term plan and a long-term plan. My honorable friend Dr. Mukherjee was bitterly complaining that there is no short-term program for the government. Anybody who has seen the budgets of the state governments as well as that of the central government will find that they are not devoid of such plans. Really, there are a number of schemes which have begun to fructify or which are going to fructify in the very near future, and therefore the complaint that everything has been left to starvation is not correct. Then there is no gainsaying the fact that the country is really in a bad economic situation. Everybody knows it. We know that there is poverty and that poverty is increasing on account of a number of circumstances, including the pressure of population, which is peculiar not only to our country but to a number of other Asian countries. This is resulting in the failing of the standards of life. There is another difficulty, perhaps due to historical circumstances, that many of our people are vociferous about their rights and are not at all mindful of their duties. Therefore, if we want to solve the problems that are facing us in the economic field, there are only two things to be done. Firstly, we should take to austerity, and secondly, we should also look to greater production. About this question of austerity, on behalf of the government, the Congress Working Committee and the All India Congress Committee have appealed to the country more than once. People feel that some magic can be done and that tomorrow morning we can find our Ram Rajya established. The father of the nation, when he started his great movement for the freedom of our country, taught us to fight and also taught us the need for the constructive program. We heard him about the former and responded, but had we responded with equal vigor as regards the constructive program, the country would not have been facing the economic situation with which it is faced today. I feel that we should now accept this position. Criticism has been made about the need to save and invest. It is estimated that while we are producing to the tune of rupees 6,000 crores a year, we are consuming about 98% and we are only saving 2% out of it. Unless we save at least 8%, we will not be able to get the money necessary both of our mid-term projects as well as our long-term projects. In order to achieve this object, we should make less use of scarce products, or we must find alternative products to satisfy our needs. I would like to narrate an example from the history of Japan. Now, as I told you, I do not like to go into the other details in the budget. One important feature is about taxation. I am very glad that the finance minister has made use of taxation to meet the capital needs of the budget. I very much support him in that matter. But I agree with Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee to this extent that the taxation measures of this country must be re-examined so that they will not impinge upon the middle classes.